My name is Alyssa Flory, and this is the video that I'm doing for my CDA portfolio, and here we go. Alright, there's my cover page at the beginning, Professional Portfolio by Alyssa Flory. I have my CDA Professional Portfolio cover page, table of contents, where it says the order of how you need to put everything into your notebook. And then we start off with my summary of CDA education, which talks about all of the subject areas, and so you initial those and you complete that page. And the next thing that we have is the certificates that I've earned over the last couple of years, and you put those into your book so that way they know what kind of training you've had. Next we have the family questionnaires. This is when you distribute these questionnaires. This is the summary sheet, which you fill out after you receive all of the questionnaires back. But basically it's just a 2-page thing. It's a quick little deal that families will fill out to evaluate your work with children. And so you can see that those are all there. And then at the end we have the dialogue worksheet where you just fill out this first 2 boxes because the other ones are filled out when the CDA specialist comes to do the interview. So that's where that page is. Next we have the resource collection items for CS1, which were the first aid, and then we had to get the sample menus from the place where you work. And then at the end you have a lesson plan. You do have to get a month worth of menus. So there's the lesson plan. Then we have the reflective competency statement 1, which is to establish and maintain a safe, healthy, and learning environment. And this competency statement basically, of course it's in the CDA book where it tells you what you need to write about, but you have your introduction paragraph, and then it follows with the CS1A, CS1B, CS1C, and then we move on to the CS2 resource collection items, which was when you had to come up with 9 activities that cover various areas of learning. So there's 9 of those. And then the next thing that you'll have is the reflective competency statement 2, which is to advance physical and intellectual competence. So this is the competency statement that covers everything from the past 9 activities that we just went through. Again, the formatting, you have the title centered in the middle, and then you have your introductory paragraph. You have CS2A, and then CS2B, CS2C, and CS2D. Next we have CS3 resource collection items. This is when we had to pick out some resources, some books for various areas of discussion, and I do believe that there's 10 of those. And as you can see, you have the subject of what topic you're dealing with, the title, the author, illustrator, publisher, copyright date, age group, and then a short summary about what the book is and how it covers the topic. And there's about 10 of those. And then we have the reflective competency statement 3, to support social emotional development and to provide positive guidance. Again, the format's the same. You have the title, the introductory paragraph, and then you get into your paragraphs with the CS3A, CS3B. Next we have CS4 resource collection items. This is when we had to find a family counseling agency that was local to my area, translation service, agencies and resources for families of children with disabilities. You had to have 2 of those, and so I picked a couple for various age groups. And then you had to come up with 3 resources and websites to help understand child development. So I have those there. Next we have the reflective competency statement 4, which is to establish positive and productive relationships with families. So we're going to cover all of those resources that we just gathered in the following pages. CS5 resource collection items. We had to gather forms from our facility where we work. So here we have a couple different reports. We have the small accident type of report, then we have a more serious incident report, and then we have emergency contact information, and then the next thing we had to do was find a developmental milestone assessment or checklist. So I provided one from 0 all to 24 months. Next, we have Reflective Competency Statement 5, to ensure a well-run, purposeful program that is responsive to participant needs. So that will, again, cover the previous resource collection that we just went through. Lastly, we have our CS6 resource collection items. This is where we had to talk about the agency responsible for making sure daycare facilities and other places do everything that they're supposed to do. So you have different personnel qualifications, adult to child ratio, and then we had to provide early childhood associations that you could join that would help you continue to improve and be more professional in your career in early childhood. And then we had to cover the child abuse and neglect legal requirements and reporting guidelines there. Reflective Competency Statement 6, we'll cover some of that here. It's to maintain a commitment to professionalism. So again, you see the format that we have to do for our competency statements. And then we end with the professional philosophy statement, which is right here. There's just a couple pages there, and that is the end. So thank you for watching.